Welcome to Close the Gap Research. We formed out of the original group that fought the referendum last Saturday, and that group was called Recognise a Better Way. And thanks to all those who supported our campaign against the voice. Look, we won that battle, but we haven't won the war. The war is how do we help out those Aboriginal people who are still in great need. About 20% of Aboriginal people are not doing well. 80% are doing just about as well as every other Australian. So we know in a way how to succeed, but there's something wrong with and for that last 20% of Aboriginal people. We intend to tackle that with Close the Gap research. The key here, I think, is that we concentrate on three big points: schooling, jobs, and, a bit sadly here, people coming out of jail, rehabilitation. You know, 20% of Aboriginal men have been to jail. Now, everyone worries about the amount of money being spent in this area, the billions of dollars, and they worry whether it's been wasted. I don't mind how much money's being spent. We just want to know what works. So we're going to concentrate on what we call performance audits. We will be asking service providers, whether they're run by Aboriginal people or not, doesn't matter. We're asking them, what is your measure of outcome? Does the kid deserve the scholarship? Is it based on merit or need? Does the trainee get a job? And for the person that comes out of prison, do they get a job? And do they keep a job and stay out of jail after, say, 3 years? Now, that's simple stuff, but those measures are often not required by government or philanthropy. They'll have things like outputs, you know, we trained the kid, or the person won the scholarship, or the person got their first job out of jail or enjoyed the rehabilitation course. That's not good enough. We want to know whether the scholarship was deserved on merit or need, not just because it was an Aboriginal student. We want to know if the person got the job and held it after training, and we want to know after rehabilitation whether the person got a job and held it. Now, this seems simple, but these are the questions that governments have not asked for decades. If we ask them and we put pressure on providers to publish their results and their method, then I think we can drive those many dollars to better effect, and we can help that last 20%. I'd love to have you join us in our new group, and our very first video, which will be shown after this, is by a fellow called Terry Keane. Now, Terry has worked in 25 remote communities running their community stores over 17 years. He tells stories from the ground, from the front line. So that's our first production, and we want to know you cannot help the last 20% unless you begin with the facts on the ground. Aboriginal people are not angels or fallen angels. We must take them as we find them. If they're in strife, show the strife. Show what we have to work with. Show what we have to do for people, and then apply it to these three programs. And I think undertaking this work will show that there's a lot of goodwill, and we'll have better results, and hopefully we can close the gap over a number of years. Thank you. I look forward to you joining us.